Alex, they're back at my base. Not really. I'm actually in Gainesville, Florida. My girlfriend is a professor here and teaches at the university. I came down here to spend Valentine's Day with her. With her being a big fan of Grogu, I ended up going and hunting down a child. So before purchasing this, I reached out to a friend of mine, Teecrooz on the RPF. Teecrooz modifies these to give them more articulation in the head and the arms. He also makes a little bit sturdier attachment to the base. And I asked him, how difficult is it to modify it? How long does it take to get when you order them? Because he's done quite a few of these. And he says, ironically, Alex, I have one done and ready to ship. So I snagged it. The next big goal was to surprise her with it. With living with her, with no vehicle or anything like that, I'm kind of limited on what I can do. So I knew ahead of time that she was going to be teaching on Tuesday, the day after Valentine's Day. So me and Teecrooz set it up that UPS was going to deliver him today when she's away. So UPS just dropped him off. I unboxed him, and I wasn't going to do a video because I'm here in Gainesville, but I figured, all the work that Teecrooz does to these, I got to show it off. So realistically, I have a very small window here of free time before I have to go pick her up. So let's cut right into it. So Teecrooz makes this skeleton out of this flexible tubing, and then he anchors it in with this expanding foam, which you can find at Home Depot or Lowe's. This is the kind of foam you would use if, say, your neighbor runs over your mailbox, right? Your mailbox is on the ground, the post is on the ground. You have to dig a hole now. Instead of mixing a bag of cement to anchor the post, you can just use this foam, and it expands and gets rock solid. And it anchors the mailbox. So if it's strong enough to anchor a mailbox, people even use it for fence posts too. If it's strong enough for that, it's strong enough for this little guy. So the first thing Teecrooz does is he cuts the arms and the head off. I know, wicked graphic. I'll throw some photos up for you. What he uses for the articulation actual articulation are the joints that you would find on CNC machines that squirt water or oil onto the tools to cool them. And they're very pliable joints where you can move them and they stay in place real well. They're not hard to move. And do the baby hand thing, I guess, right? He's got the head here, and you can move the head up and down. A lot more articulation. So let me try and figure out how to take this off so we can see the actual skeleton that he's come up with. Here you can see the CNC flex tubing and how he's cut and dremeled off sections in here. How he's removed material here to allow the head to move more. The tubing fits perfectly in the sockets of the arms, but you can see how much more articulation there is. Gonna look all the way down. Teecrooz also bends up a little piece of aluminum for the foot post, because there really is barely anything holding this guy to the base. So he bends up this little piece of aluminum here to go up his leg to give it just a little bit more security. You got a little belly on him, but he does a wicked job. I really don't have any of my equipment. The camera just fell over, so now I have to start over. But I was saying, Teecrooz, the skeleton that he comes up with goes down into the legs here, and this aluminum rod can fit up inside into the flex joint of the leg, securing it even more from falling over. So I just wanted to show you guys the modifications that he does to this and how it's well worth it. You can pose him in so many more new positions and get so much more life out of him. I'm actually going to pose him around the house now to take some pictures. But yeah, let me throw the jacket back on. One thing I didn't know was how nice the jacket was and how the collar here has got a wire in it so you can pose it. So it's really, really nice. I've seen the videos online, but I totally forgot about that. But it's really nice. So let me suit him back up. We'll go pose some pictures around the house. So there you have it. That is the Sideshow Child, modified by Teecrooz on the RPF. I just want to take a minute and personally thank Teecrooz for working with me on this and getting it to me exactly when I needed it. The timing was perfect, perfect. So if you have a child and are thinking about modifying it, hit up my boy Teecrooz on the RPF, tell him Halowax sent you. I want to thank you all for watching. Keep an eye out for the next video. This is Halowax and Go Gert. Out.